Come on in, everyone. Oops, there's volume. I should have known. Whenever I shut them off, I hit the wrong keys. Welcome, welcome. Give everybody a few minutes to get on here. Just trying to decide if this is the gray I want, but I think it'll be okay. I was on the lookout for gray. I don't have a lot of gray. But I think this will work. I have a helper up here. She's right in front of me here. I'm hoping she stays out of my paint. It takes her a little nap in her box. Welcome, I am Donna from the Rustic Farmhouse, if you haven't been here before. We're going to paint a new door hanger here in a few minutes. But happy Monday. It's getting darker and darker every night, it seems like. There we go, that looks pretty good. Hi, is it Rena or is it Renee? Is it the first one or the second one? I never know if I'm saying it right. I'm glad I got it, so you got, did your notification work? Hi, Donna, welcome. I know I gotta get back to a Donna on something, but I don't think it was you. I think it was the other Donna. Got a couple Donnas. I think 2 or 3 of them for sure. But yeah. Is it Renee? Or is it, am I even close? Probably not. I didn't bring up what we painted on Friday because I couldn't find it. Actually, the fence is sold. And I was looking for the holder, but my husband must have moved it on me, so I didn't have time to look for it. I was running out of time. So I didn't bring that up to show you, but I did bring something else up that I was working on that I want to show you. Yeah, I see. Yeah, let me get a cloth here. I didn't wipe it very good either. I see it. So you can't see it here. These are going to be pre-made, basically. They're not going to be a DIY. But they were too cute. I couldn't help it. I'll get this close enough so you can see it. Let me see what that one says in it. I'll have to look in here in a second. I don't know if you can read it. But it says, oops, it's crooked in there. Read more books. This one says it's a ghost. And it says read more books. And what it is like a bookmarker. So you can put it over a stack. You put it on in a book. Over your pages. I did like 5 of them up. This one is a penguin. And he says, oops, I gotta get him down a little bit. He says, just chill and read a book. And him I did in hi, Debbie. Yeah, no time, long time I haven't seen you. So these I'll be listing for sale. And then some of them I've done out of acrylic also. This one here is out of acrylic. See, there's the back. We'll go over the book. I should have brought some paper up. I can probably show you in a minute. So this one has a tree. I think it says, snow is falling and books are calling. You can see it on there. But that one is a clear acrylic with snowflakes on. This one I'm going to make it a different pattern. I don't know if I really like it. But it's a bulb. It says Christmas or leave a sparkle wherever you go. Thanks, Holly. Thanks for sharing. This one doesn't show up on my bookmarker here, my paper very good. This one says read more books. And it's a ghost. And then I've got more purchase than this. I just thought they were really neat. This one I did out of acrylic too, and it says not today clucker, and it's a chicken. Let me show you how they work. So this is what it looks like. It's just and this one I actually did not take the back off of this acrylic yet. Let me get it off of there. And the other stuff is like a UV printed board with the pattern on. But I'm going to be ordering some more pattern boards. I could decoupage them too, but I'm not. I think it's just as easy to order it sometimes, depending on how much time I have. But the acrylic comes with a backer on, so it doesn't, to protect it more. I get the feet bonds off. Sometimes it can be a sneaker to get off. So if you read or you got cookbooks or anything, I think they're cute little, they'd be a cute little gift too, I guess. There's some pencils I could do for like teachers. There, I got it off. So there's the acrylic one there with the chicken. But if I had, Do I have a book up here? Let me see. Well, you can just see how they go. You can see how it goes over. It's like over the card here. You just, if you had a book, you just put your pages together, and I mean, you get enough clearage in there so you can put it on a thick enough item and just put it over it. And this would come up there, and you just, you know, whoop, his head would be on. I did it backwards, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean? So that's the chicken, but I thought they're sort of cute. And then they're going to come on these little cards with a little saying on them. This one says, "Not today, Plucker." That's a sassy one. This ghost is really pretty, but you can't see it on the card. It's on a, whoops, I looked it off there wrong. It's like a frosted decoupage. I should bring it down and show you. Then you could probably see him better. And I can't get it off of here right now. I'm going to rip my card. Hold on. I'll turn you down here in a second. I can show you better when you're down lower here. Yeah, let me bring you down here. I got a mess here. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Let me bring you down here. My paint. So this is the other ghost one. Right there. I'll bring it up there. You can see the pattern on it maybe. Where we go here? Right there. There you can see it. My neat dirty nails. But it's really cute. And then it's just, they come on this little card. I'll show you what the cards look like, because now you can see them. So it's actually got a ghost face on it. The ghost does. There we go. And he sits over it like that. And it says, "Read more books." Whoops, let's go this way. Read more books. But they're cute little cards that are on here too. And then this was the bulb. That one's got the paper on the back yet too. I didn't take off. I just got done cutting these. That one's got "Leave a little sparkle wherever you go." This was this one I got the paper off. This was a acrylic tree. You can see it. Now you can at least see what the pattern is. This one, I love this pattern. I use this for something else, but I don't remember what I made out of this. But it's sort of like a, it's got a rust and some browns and some blues in for the chicken. And then the penguin here, now the penguin here is done on, he's got pattern on both sides of the board. But I gotta get the yellow out. I gotta wipe it off yet. But that is like a UV printed paper. It's not a paper, it's UV printed wood. And the same with the ghost. But I bought some other ones too. I got a football one. I got the state of Wisconsin. If somebody would like one in their state, let me know. Send me a message. What else do they have? A flower, a coffee cup. I just thought they're cute little thing, and they got these cute little backers to put them on that I put in the plastic envelope. So yeah, I thought they're cute. I thought that's a neat idea. Something small and the rest of it. So let's work on. I've got a door hanger we're gonna work on. Now this door hanger I made a few, probably when I was painting and selling it. Okay, and when I made them, I couldn't keep up making them. So if you were with me then, you might have seen it, but you may not. I don't know if many of you are. Thanks, Kay. So I'm going to lift you guys up a little bit here so you can see better, because I'm going to do the rolling first. I started painting this, and what it is, oh, go way up high then. It's a bulb, basically, and I'll show you as we go what it's going to be. You'll get to see it as we go instead of me taking it all out here. I'm going to just get some gray paint here. I just used a roller to put the blue on. I'll tell you what the color that was too. After this, we got to decoupage a little bit. There's a little bit of decoupage on this one. But it's very cute. Like I said, I couldn't keep up making them when I did do them. And I was going through my pictures the other day, and I'm like, I got the file. I might as well make them and list them on there. Now, where's my rollers? 1 second. I had two of them here, but I only see one. Here's one. So it's engraved there on the brown lines. But I'm going to try not to go on it. You like the ghost cam? Yeah, I think that is cute too. There's two different ghost shapes, but I think they're both cute. So in here, on these two sections, I'm just going to do a gray. And I did the other one. I did them in peach. Believe it or not, peach, and it looked good for Christmas. You wouldn't think so. And I did a blue before too. It wasn't this blue. This blue is, let me look. It's called, River Waterfall Cascadia by Delta is what it is. I was all squished up. This gray is one of my samples I had gotten from Lowe's. Whoops. Try not to get it in the crack there because it's just lightly scored and it's not real deep, so I probably can't go over it as good on this one. I'll make it deeper coming up, but I just didn't yet. This sign though, it is, I did some adjusting to it. See, I'm afraid, I think I'm gonna have stuff to go over that though. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna leave it. I did some adjusting to it because originally this was a where these lines are, the sign was in pieces. There was 4 pieces, and then you put a board, 2 boards up the back, and you nailed it on there, or stapled or glue or whatever you wanted to do to put it together. And I decided I didn't want to do that. And the main reason is because even with the design on the front, you get the 2 boards on the back, you could see those boards. And I just didn't like the looks of it with that gap in there. So I made it one solid piece now. It's still the same size. It's just 1 piece instead of 4 pieces with the board on the back. I'm just not real thrilled with the board on the back. Did you buy the fence? Yeah, I think, I figured you would. You're the one who asked about it to start with. I think I've sold a few of them already, actually. I've seen go too. So, I figured people would like them. They're so cute. And I sold my painted one already. That one's sold. Bella, out of here. I'm going to get my helper here. You get out of here. I started, I don't know, this weekend I got more of, besides new stuff, I managed to get some, I started listing more of my painted stuff too. It's all got to get put away somewhere, and if I put it away and don't list it, I'll forget what I got, so. And if I would list it, I would sell it, you know, and that's the problem I need to do. So, and I had signed up in a group to do live sales, and I just haven't had time to even do them. So I'm still in the group. It's just I haven't done any live sales in there. They take a lot of time. Yeah, I know she does. She wants in my paint. She tried to jump up here when I first got up here from my chair here, and she grabbed onto the side over here, and she fell right off. She pulled my baby wipes down with her, and down she went. Like, Bella. I'm just going to take my paintbrush here and go along those edges a little bit better. I'm going to Ziploc for this one. Which I think I'm running out of them up here, if I remember right. But I forget to bring them up. There's one. I got it. Yep. Now we got it. Yeah, I used one, but that'll work because the paint's dry. This one's hard as a rock, this roller. Other one I've taken out of here. And actually, before we put I'm going to do one more thing here before we put this away. That I got to paint here. Gray. Now that I think about it. Well, we actually got a few things, but only one that I'm going to use the roller on. It's the top of the bulb here. It's got a nice big cap. So let's give this a nice coating here. Did you have a show last weekend, Kay? I thought you had a post that said Bay Beach canceled over the weekend, but I see that is until in October. Unless I seen a different post come through or something. I don't know. Maybe it was an old post even. Because I thought, oh, Kim's going to be upset because I know that's one of her better shows for her. There we go. I don't think it looks pretty good. I may not need another coat. Yeah, I haven't got to, I don't know how soon I'm going to get to cutting more banners right away, Kim. But they will be coming. I think, like I said, I cut them all once and I shipped them off. So as soon as she gets that package, she can take me some pictures and I get them listed. But I hate to cut them again because I just don't have time. I didn't think that. Hi, Kim. I thought I saw something on Kim's page or Kay's page saying that. I thought, oh no, poor you. Because I knew you made a lot of stuff for that one. You might remember this sign, Kim, from a few years back when I painted it. I sold them painted. This one is from a few years ago, but it's cute. And I haven't ever offered it as a DIY, so I thought I'm going to because I liked it. Yeah, I thought, boy, if Bay Beach canceled on you, you'd be quite upset. Because I know you got stuff made for it. Whoops. Let's see here. I read it canceled because I think he had because of the rain. But I don't know if it was supposed to be this year or what. I don't know. I didn't go back and look after I seen it hadn't canceled because I figured you would have had something on there. And then I said, no, I seen that it was October 5th. And then I realized it couldn't have canceled. If it's, it has to be the same craft show. There is only one at B Beach. All right, this should be good. Let me clean that up there. Yeah, it would stink, wouldn't it? You'd have all that stuff, and you wouldn't know what, you know, where you're going to go with it. I know you got a few other shows, but there, Bella's going to bed, thank goodness. All right. What I do have to do on here that I forgot about too is I have to, we're going to we'll let it dry. I have to mark because I have to put some white in there where the pieces go through. Let me get the other pieces here. Let's get this out of the way where it dries. And then we'll get the rest of this. This is part of it here. Let's get this all out so I can get what I'm going to need. All right. I've got lots of pieces here. I cut a lot of paper, but I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use. Now I do. So I got extras here. So it's actually like a water globe or a snow globe in the middle of it. Multi-layered. There's a ribbon on the bottom with the banner with the words, Happy Holidays. There's a bow. And, but what we're going to paint right now is going to be all these little windows are going to be gray. Here, here, here. This guy's, he's got what, 2, 3, 5, and then 2 circles. 2, 5, 2 circles. Snowflakes. And then, let's do this a little different though. I had this paper go all the way up, and there is a bar that goes across it to sort of break it up from the rooftop. So I'm gonna take the paper off of there, and I paint the rooftop gray. And then where are these little things are gonna have decoupage on. So that's decoupage. Let me get this is gonna be gray. Here, those are gray. This little window is above this is gonna be gray. And then let's see what else we got. I'll show you what I've done for colors here, but I changed my mind on them all. I'm horrible when I made the last one. I did my own paper, and this time I used actual scrapbook paper. Thanks, Cam. I appreciate it. You're done after Bay Beach? Just going to go get a pair. Oh, okay. Oh, it was a family thing. Okay, I thought it was the craft show. I just seen it was canceled. I'm like, oh man, sorry. I knew I had to be wrong on something. I don't get on there very much to read too much, and it just came through there, and I went, oh, I just sort of caught it, I guess. And all right, so we get quite a few snowflakes. I got a few extra snowflakes here. Our bowl, and that should be all of it. All right, let's just do these real quick with a finger dauber. And the gray. Yeah, I haven't been on to catch you live either, Kim, lately. I'm going to have to. I got my... Okay, did you see the message I sent you through Facebook? It's through my business page. But it's so you get updates instead of that message coming out. I was working with Renee on here today. Trying to get it to work for her, and I think we got it working now. But there's a post on my page if you're not subscribed to... If you subscribe, you'll get updates when I go live. And it should be the top post on my page is for it. And you just click it, and it'll take you to Messenger. And I think you got to okay something. And then you'll get updates whenever I go live. So at least it took me a while to figure it back out. I didn't remember how it worked. But I think it did. I have an alias account that I use for, like, if I ever get locked out of my Facebook account. And that's, I think, what I was in when I set it up or was doing it and didn't realize I didn't go back to mine. And because I seen it was sending it out as that person messages. So I think I got it fixed now. Do you remember this one, Kim, at all yet? I really like this one. I tell you, it probably don't look like much yet, but I really like it. I don't know why, but I do. Or I guess I won't be doing it again. I did get some new, there, if you see my post, what I really wanted was going to paint tonight, but then I decided I wanted to get this done, was that new gnome tree, Christmas tree. I think he's going to be so cute. Have you guys seen that one? That's on my site. It's not on my site, but it's on my Etsy. It's a Christmas tree that's a gnome, and he's got lights, and I think it says Merry Bright on him. This here, I'm going to do, I'll probably do that white, maybe. But this roof up here, I'm going to do in gray. Let me figure out where, well, it's going to go right, I think, where the line is here. Yes. So from the line up, I get a ruler, so I got that straight. I don't want to, we'll see it. So, I mean, it's not very big of a line that I can't go over, so I better draw it. Let me find a pencil. There's one. Okay. I keep freezing. Am I freezing to everybody? Anybody else? Am I freezing to everybody? Or not? That lets me know if it's me or if it's you guys, or if it's you. If it's freezing. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit lower. I want right on that line, really. Well, that, right in there. We're going to paint tilt. Let me know if I'm freezing to everybody. I think this will look better than the way I'd done it before. I think I'll get my brush to get close here. You're good? That would be freezing to everybody if it's going to freeze. So if it's not freezing to you guys, it's got to be you, Kim. Sorry. See? But it doesn't look like it's freezing to anybody else, so it's got to be you then. Your computer or internet. You might want to just go out and come back in. Might take care of it too. Sometimes. Okay. I got pretty good internet up here now. Renee said it was. It's freezing for you? Okay. Yeah, if it is, try going out. Let me know if anybody else has problems with it. I don't know why it would be doing that on my end. It shouldn't. Usually I'll get a thing across my screen over there that says the internet's slow or something, but it hasn't done that. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to cut this off too and get my paper set here, because I think we'll decoupage next and get that done. And actually, it's just scrapbook paper. It's that double-sided stuff. I'm going to just draw a line there too. I don't trust my cutting straight skills. There, a little bit lower than that though. All right. You went in and out and stopped. Okay, okay, good to know. Good to know. Just cut this off. Cranberry Fest is this weekend up in Warren, Wisconsin. I cut a lady 101 truck kits that I picked up today, and she's gonna work on them. But she left already yesterday. Somebody picked them up for her. There, that looks pretty good. So let me get the decoupage. Oh, we got decoupage this and the trees. Won't be too bad. I don't think this is gonna take too long, to tell you the truth. Let's see. Get this open. Nope. Let me get a screwdriver. There. Need my trusty old screwdrivers to open things. Anybody else do this? I'm really good at not cleaning off lids, so everything gets stuck. There we go. All right. Okay. An older brush, I guess. That one looks like it'll do. And let me get a squeegee thing right there. Okay. What a fast weekend again. Really fast. I'm just going to put the Mod Podge on here. There. I just banging on the table. You bang. I thought you meant the computer. You bang your lids. Okay. Yeah. I always take either a knife or a butter knife or a screwdriver, depending on where I am for mine. But I can't even open a jar half the time. I got my mother-in-law's, who's gone now, but I have her, whoops, I need a little bit there. She had an electric can open because she had the same problem with her wrist, and she couldn't open stuff real good. So I got a can opener, an electric one. Just set the jar in there and it turns it. Looks pretty good, actually. Okay. Go. And I'm just going to hold it and sort of squeegee it on there. And then I will, I'm not going to cover the top. I'm not going to seal the top. Just leave it like this because it should be on there good enough. Get a piece of paper toweling though and wipe my edges off in case I got any out here. Just a little. Usually you get some Mod Podge that comes out. What you sort of want so your edges get sealed. I always figure. When is your next show, Kay? Coming up? There we go. Right there. There, that looks pretty good. Looks like it's on there good. Oops. Okay, make sure that's going to stay. Yep. Let that dry. And then we're going to do the trees real quick here too. There's 5 trees. Let's see. Here. 4. Where's the 5th one? I made sure I had everything here, so it better be here. Oh, next weekend's Greenville. Okay. Okay, yep. That's right. I forget which weeks they all fall, but I would do Warren's, and then I went to Greenville the next weekend. And I don't know if I had a big one before this now or not. But then there would have been Greenville. I can't even remember now. I'd have to look to see what ones I even did at what time when I did them. I didn't do the one in De Pere because I never did. I did one in De Pere, but it was through the snowbirds. It wasn't the red birds. That one I never got into or I never tried to. Because I think it's later in, if I remember right, it's later in November. Oh, Bayports was the beginning of November. All right, let's get these on here. So I'm going to do, sort of undecided here. I did the wrong tree. I'm thinking about doing, let me see, do I have the darker one here? Nope, looks like I got them all this color. Okay, this is going to be this color then. Not that one, this one. So you could, if you wanted to use paper on this, I cut this with my laser, which makes it really nice and easy. You could put it on there, and then this would be a little more tedious because there's so many little branches on here. But you could sand it. Carefully sand it. Or you just paint it. Or if you get a hold of me and want something cut out of, like these little things cut, let me know. Let me know. I was gonna go and I have digital paper. I just buy digital paper online because you can buy it on Etsy, and then I just print my own. But I ended up using what I had today here in cardstock. I had a ton of cardstock though too, so there we go. Yeah, well, we couldn't park right by our spot, but I could drive right up to it to unload, which was nice. If I remember right, we could do it Friday night before, or I think that was only a one-day show. But I could do it. We did it the night before we set up there. I like to set up the night before. I always do, so that in the morning you just drive and you're there and it's done. Pretty much close to it anyway. instead of doing it all the morning of. Because it's like you hurry and rush because you got to hurry up and get ready, you know. There we go. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to do these two. I made them lighter too, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the two trees in the middle. They go in the house in a darker, just to make it a little different. Let me see. They're going to sit on the house in the front. And these will be to the side. I was going to do one of the big ones in a darker, but I must have left it downstairs. So I was thinking about doing these darker. I think so, just to make them different from those trees. I think so. I think it'll just add a little bit. We'll see. We'll try it. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I know I sat up there the night before. It's a Saturday, if I remember right. And with the year I went, we could set up. Because I know I did set up the night before. I can guarantee you I did. I remember doing it. And then I think the next morning it was raining on us. If I remember right. Where's my other tree? Right here. Or that when we set up it was raining. I don't remember now. But I could have swore we set up. Yes, we did, because we were soaked. And we were glad we got to go home and get changed. But I think with rain the next day too, it got pretty windy, if I remember right. That's dark green. There should be another one here. Oh, maybe I don't have two dark green ones. I got a light green one here. I don't want them both different colors. Shoot, they're going to be different colors. Oh no, here we go. What's that one here? Is this it? That's dark green. There we go. All right, I was pretty sure I had everything I needed up here. I don't have to go running like I usually do. Hanging in there? Good. Are you doing better? And then I'm going to paint these. Where are those right here? These go in the top, and then the window goes in there. And because I painted that gray this time, I'm going to put the decoupage paper on here, on this part. Oops, I'll clean that one off. Here's the other one. One day at a time, yeah. My feet are hurting me a little bit again, but nothing nearly as like they were. But I was sort of disappointed to even have them hurt at all, because I was hoping they wouldn't. But they're still definitely better than they were too. There we go. I'll get these on in a minute. I was sort of looking for a brighter blue to do this, but I couldn't find one that I liked. And I had some with snowflakes, but then the snowflakes were so big, they looked funny. So, all right, let me get this off the sides in there. I'm thinking I had to have my laser when I did these last time, but I could be wrong. Well, I did start out with the laser, and I did still have the laser and paint everything. But then I switched. I got too busy, too many painting orders, and I couldn't get them done. That I switched to DIY. I was doing both. We're gonna do all the snowflakes. We're gonna do those will all be white. Let me get these papers out of here. And then we gotta do white on here and blue. Okay, so we're gonna do the blue first. Oops, get rid of this decoupage. I think when it gets put all together, then it just, you can see what it turns out nice, I think. In the beginning, it don't even look like it, but, so this is the blue I was using. It's that Cascadia Delta. I got it all caved in. Yeah, the shot wasn't bad at all, to tell you the truth. It's Cascadia, Waterfall Cascadia by Delta. The shot wasn't bad. It didn't really hurt. It was a little bit of a pick with the numbing stuff, but after that it was fine. And even that I didn't think hurt that bad. All right, so let me get my brush here. I'm gonna sit down All right, let's get this out of the way. And we're just gonna paint. We're gonna paint this bow first, and then I will just use a roller on that other part. I really should use not even that. Let me a finger dauber. I have it down the sides. I know that. I got a lot of orders to get out this week, so it's gonna be a busy week again. Of course, that's Friday. I've got orders every day, but come Friday, I've got 23 that have to be shipped out on Friday, and I gotta go to court with my daughter on Friday, so I don't know if I'm gonna get them all done in time. We'll have to see. Fun. Just what I want to do, but oh well. Part of having kids, I guess. Okay, I might give that another coat. And I think I'm going to get my roller back for this here, because it'll be a lot quicker for these two pieces. Hi, Tara. No, this is one I purchased a long time ago, Kate. Quite a while ago. I don't know if she even sells yet on Etsy. I'd have to look, because I haven't bought anything from her. I bought 2 files way back when, and then she like never came out with anything. So I'll have to look here. Like I said, let's see if she even sells anymore. But this one, no, I didn't design this one. I purchased it. I did some revamping to the backboard, like I said, because I didn't like having so many slots. The other one she has that I purchased it's slotted like that, so I'd have to make it's the same shape, but then it's got a deer on, and talks about sleigh rides. But it's sort of cute too. It's got trees. I may do that one yet too. I just happened to look through my pictures, and then if I see some I like, then I think I should get that one out and look for it. Otherwise, I don't go in the files to look for and see what I got, because there's so many. So many. And it's just hard. And I've got them in 2 different spots, which is another, because I got a different computer in between. But now I'm actually numbering them with my SKU code for the files get a number 2 along with the picture, so that I can locate them easier on the computer, which is working really, really good. It's helped a lot. All right, let me wipe my hands up. Otherwise, to look for full files and that it's so time consuming that just typing in a number is a lot easier. And a lot of times, even if I don't have a number on it yet, which, you know, I'm just doing it, so there's quite a few I don't, I can tell by a lot of them whose they are. Thanks. Yeah, I do too. I'm hoping the judge sees right through them. You know, they should. If he's a good judge of character, he should be able to see what these people are doing, trying to do. Allison, my daughter, this girl that did the restraining order, she ran into her. My daughter was going into Walmart, and the girl was coming out, and she didn't have no fearful for her life look on her face. She had a smirk that basically said, ha ha. Yeah. I like to tell the judge that, you know, if she's so fearful of her, what is she smirking at her for? Don't you think she'd be running the other way? Yeah, just a joke. Just a joke. Bad joke. I think we're done with this gray. I'm going to close that up. This is that stuff I bought, like, every so often. If I can get the lid on, this lid is all messy. Home Depot has those sales on their samples. And I had bought years ago already. Like, I got ordered like 100 different colors. That's what this is, Valspar. And you just got these samples for like, I think it was like 50 cents back then. So I had a ton of those to use up too. So I just used a gray, just any gray. All right, get this off my hands. I see a little bit here we gotta get in there. That looks pretty good though. I think we'll be good there. I think we're gonna go with that. With this. And get a wipe and see, make sure my edges look good here. A little bit there. them off right away before I forget. Comes nice and clean. Pretty easy. I didn't think I got any, but I did. Okay. I'm going to have to go back around it now. Shoot. Give me a brush. I've got too wet up there. Too much. Hi, Margaret. How are ya? Or Marge. I'm going to get the water off of there, too. Let's see. Here we go. So, yeah, I've got paper now all over my laser from cutting this paper. Sort of it blows away because of the air compressor blowing. But you want the air compressor blowing so it doesn't burn your paper or start it on fire. So I've got it rolled. It's blowing inside there. It needs cleaning again real quick. Actually, it's gonna need. Just talking to my husband last night. I seen a lady in one of the groups I'm in got a new Chinese laser, and it's actually got a 4x8 foot bed on it. I'm like, I want that. I don't know. I mean, the time comes too whether you got to unload it because you got to get it all picked up and put into kits or whatever it is, and you tend to mix it because you want to get pieces to fit. So it can be a chore sometimes, and sometimes that's how you get pieces missing and in the wrong box or whatever. Otherwise, you waste a lot of wood. But I can't imagine a big one with 4x8. The only thing with the 4x8 is that would be nice is that you won't have to cut those boards when you get them either. They won't have to be cut. Let's get this stuff out of the way here. I'm going to use my sticky pad if this stuff will stick to it for these white ones. And I don't seem like they're going to stick either. Let me put some tape on there. This was just transfer tape, so it wasn't very sticky. And I got... put some new tape here real quick. A couple strips and we should be good. Let's see here. Go there. Here. It's going to stick to my table here, but I don't care. I'll get it off. Here. I'll do one more. So yeah, and then I added some, I think I posted them on my page here. Some cute door hangers. That one with the pumpkin, I should really paint too because that one's going to be, it's beautiful. It turns out really, really pretty. And when I do this white, don't let me forget, I got to do the windows for the house on the back of that board. I'll do that after these guys with the white. This here, I don't know if I want it white. Let's see, maybe. No, I'm going to want that gray. I don't want that white. It'll stick out too bad. And we have more snowflakes than we need. I cut extra. There's like 4 more than I'm going to need here. That I know already. So I'm going to paint that gray first when I'm thinking of it. That's all we really, we got to paint the big things that go around it. That's all we really got to paint. Won't be too bad. This one is pretty quick, actually. This one, it only comes in the big one, though. It only comes in the 18-inch. Because it gets too small pieces for the little one. Some of them I only did offer either in a small one or a big one, too. I started doing that sort of by what the designer goes by, how they set it up, but I still could do them bigger if you wanted. You just have to let me know. If I got something in there that's only a 10.5 inch and you wanted it at 18, let me know. Oh, I gotta get back to somebody on a 22-inch sign. That's what it was. That's what it was. I just thought of it. I knew it. I think that was Donna. The other Donna. Let me see here. I'm gonna get a new plate for the white. Okay. I'm just going to use this chalk paint I got in here. If I can get it out. There it is. There we go. Plenty. And we'll do some of this here. This should be pretty easy. You have to do them twice, but get them a nice coat. Yeah, so my daughter we talked to a lawyer for her today. And there's a form they have to file to get a court representative or somebody so that you can go in and get the paperwork that we need to find out. Because they won't give us the paperwork or tell us, prove it to us that she's not beneficiary. And that's what I think all the stink is about with them. And they won't show us that she's not. We're supposed to just take their word. I don't think so. Not after how they are. And so she'll have to get an attorney to get that paperwork. And I know that's what all of it's about. The restraining order. It's all leads back to one thing, which is that. Because I'm pretty sure she's probably on it, or they wouldn't be fighting. They wouldn't be doing this as a beneficiary, and they don't want her to have it. But anyway, but it's $1,000 right off the bat for the attorney, which is cheap compared to the one I have, but still. Oops. Let's see. Oops. So we're busy day with that, but it'd be nice to be able to go to the judge and tell him what's going on. Why we feel all this is going on, and so forth, and how we're going to take care of it to get this come to an end, so they leave us alone. But yeah, I got to paint the picture totally opposite of what they've tried to do with that she's being harassed. She's not being harassed by any of us. None of us talked to her, so I like to know how the harassment goes back to when she was 17. She says that Allie has been harassing her since. Well, she lived with her father, and she ended up moving out from her father because she didn't want to follow the rules of the house that he had. So it was her choice. I don't know why he let her anyway. She was only 17, but he did. But she could have went and lived with her mom. Said she lived with friends or whatever. But it was all because of Allie that she moved out. No, it's because you didn't like that your father probably had her there, maybe so. But that's not your choice. You're a minor. You're under 18. You're going to be 18. You're going to move out and you're going to go on with your life. Your dad has his. Why should he give up his, for you? But all kids, I think that life's so unfair when you live at home. But that's all she's really got. And she says that when she came back from a camping trip, her bed was full of glass from Allison. Well, her father broke a picture of her and of the daughter with a picture of his sister. And it wasn't on her bed. It was on an extra bed upstairs. So it's just all... But you could tell that she didn't even write it, you guys. Her aunt wrote it. And then she signed it. You big time see the difference in signatures or in handwriting. But it's all her aunt's doing anyway. It's not even... She, I'm sure, loves it and goes along with it. But it's the aunt's. Let's do this here. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. I mean, like I said, wait till he finds out they chased us down in Walmart and started screaming at us. All the stuff she's done. I've got all the messages she sent me that are nasty. And the ones I sent that weren't. Well, the last one wasn't the nicest because I said, who called who? Biatch. Because I said, keep, you need to quit. You need to leave me alone. Don't call me again. Don't call my daughter, anybody in my family. I said, I'm going to file a restraining order. She comes back with, oh, we already are. So then that was like on Thursday, I think. So on Monday is when they filed it. So I'm sure they worked on it all weekend and filed it just to be a biatch. But when she said that, we're already filing one. Well, there was no reason to already be filing one because I said, who called who? I haven't ever called you. Ever text you. I replied to a text. Well, I did text her once. I shouldn't say that. In the beginning, when they wouldn't leave my daughter alone, so I did text her and told her to please leave her alone. Quit harassing her. We're not harassing her. I said, you don't, and then I would say, you've done it numerous times, and I would put out what they did right from the messages. I said, I have every message you sent to my daughter. And I said, this isn't harassment? And I got a F you back. Yeah. As soon as they don't know what to say, it's F you. Okay. That's pretty intelligent. Pretty intelligent speaking. That's how I look at it. There we go. And I could block her, but then I don't have the messages she sent me to show the judge. I mean, I want those. So, if she calls me again, I won't answer. I didn't even realize it was her the last time. Well, this first time she ever called me was this last time, but she messaged me before I heard. But I guess I just didn't even look at the name. I seen the name. Didn't ring a bell because it's not his last name. And I just answered. My daughter was here. We were talking, and I'm like, "Who is this?" All right, so now we're gonna do this top one here because this is actually snow that goes against the. We don't have to do the bottom rim here, but we're gonna do this down here in black. So this whole one we're just gonna do white. Yeah, I know they are. They really are. It's like they're from Ohio, and the one sister lives in Georgia, but they're originally from Ohio. Could be some weird people in Ohio, I think. Debbie, are you still on here? Because I think you're from Ohio. I don't know if she's still here or not. Here. I actually have quite a few customers from Ohio. Oh, I better watch it, eh? Anybody from Ohio? It's on here. I'm sure it's like anywhere. You get your different people. You know, no matter where you live. I like to use the roller because it seems like it gives a smoother finish. I'm going to just go around it like this first. Yeah, there is. That's the thing. There is. No matter where you turn, go. There is. I mean, look at what happens even here. Anywhere. I guess my husband was telling me, what school was it? There's a school district around here. The school was, it was here. It was in Chilton on, was it Friday or last week one day? In the doctor's office. You couldn't call either one. Somebody cut the phone cord or his phone line somehow. I thought, well, if that's so, I'd have the police at the school. The way those things are. And then in Brilliant, not too far from here, they had school shut down. Because on Friday, a boy threatened to bring a gun on Monday. So they didn't have school Monday. You're from Michigan. Yeah, that's right. You're from Michigan. I'm going to grab my, I don't want to grab my roller. I'm just going to use my paintbrush in here once real quick. This isn't big enough either. Don't want that one either. Let me see. Here, that's going to work. Yeah, that's right. You're from Michigan. Now I remember that. You heard about Brilliant? Yeah, they shut down the school, I guess, on Monday or whatever day that was. My husband told me he listens to the radio when he's driving, but I never have it on very much. Because the fan on that laser is too loud. You never hear anything anyway. So, unless I really feel like listening to it. Sometimes I'll shut the fan off when I'm picking up and the laser's not cutting. But then I go start cutting. And before I realize it, the house is full of smoke because I forgot to turn the fan back on. Shoot. It's so easy to do. He is supposed to build a box and put it outside because it's a bigger fan than a lot of them use for him. And it doesn't plug up as much as the other one we had did. The other one has really needed a lot of cleaning to keep it from plugging up. And so we put a bigger one on. Sort of like you see that run that they use to blow floors dry. Thing like that, one of those round circular things. And it does a good job. It's just it's noisy. It's not really good for your ears either. I'm like, huh? What? Yeah. He'll talk to me and I'll be like, you can't talk to me when I'm over here. When the laser's going, I can't hear a word. Sometimes it's good. Give that a little bit more up here, I see. That's the name of the town is Manistee. That one I haven't heard of. Where in Michigan is it? Where, upper, lower? The guy that died, that my daughter's boyfriend, that guy there, he used to go to Michigan once a year to Torch Lake. Do you know where that is? Because I know the water is just beautiful there. By Torch Lake. Yes, upper Michigan. I think Torch Lake was darn near straight across from us here, if I remember, across the lake. One time I know they took a ferry across. My grandson's been there. I mean, crystal blue water, like you'd see in the ocean. We have a dirty water up here. It's up from us. It's up from you. Okay, so you're a little below that. Okay. Yeah, that's such a... I don't know why that water's so blue there. What causes it? But it's because I think it goes out to the lake, doesn't it? It's beautiful, though. I'm going to do the very bottom of this in a black real quick here. Or this is like a close to black. There we go. What I got there? White. I move that one. And we'll get a brush again. Yeah, he always loved... Oops, he loved going there. Dropped right in the water. He loved going there. It was so pretty. That was his... He was there in June, actually, of this year. He went in June. A friend of the family, I think, used to have a cabin there. And he always let him use it on his vacation to go there. I think now they sold the cabin. And he stayed somewhere else, but went to that same area over there. I've only been to Michigan a couple times. It was mainly to get peaches. Okay. Yeah, I was down further in the state when I got peaches. We used to get peaches, and then I took orders from during strawberry season, and we'd have to go make 2 or 3 trips, and then we'd have them at farmers market too. So, peaches over there are so good. Love Michigan peaches. I didn't get any this year either. But I did plant my own peach tree, and I get quite a few peaches off of it already. But it's probably been in the ground 10 years. Well, maybe. My girls both bought it. Yeah, I bet you it has been in the ground 10 years. My girls bought it for me for a Mother's Day present one year. And I need to trim it is what I need to do. That's the worst part. I never get out there and trim it. And, all right, we should be good there. Yeah, that's a beautiful lake. I'd love to go see it and stay there. Crystal blue water. I mean, it's just amazing. Just don't see that around here. You know, I go to the ocean and you get clear water and it's amazing. But up this way, you wouldn't think so because our water's also dirty. But it's probably all from us being, you know, from pollution. But that's the reason it's all dirty, the paper mills and all the rest of it up here. All right, that looks pretty good. Now, let's see. I'm going to take some, I'm going to get this out of the way. Remove this stuff, and I'm going to bring the sign back up here. Get this stuff all back together here. More garbage here. I think I've got everything done I need to do on it. There and there. Okay. This one. Alright. But what I'm going to do a little bit in here yet with white. I'm going to get my chip brush and some paint on it again. I want to make it sort of look wintry, snowy on the gray area. Just the gray area. So I'm going to grab a piece of paper toweling, if I can find one here. Go here. Okay. Yeah, it is beautiful. I'm actually thinking about going up and down because I want, you know, like snowish more. Like this. I just do one section at a time. Be easier. And I gotta paint the windows, that's right. I gotta do the windows on here. So this is just gonna be more snowy look. Because this is more where the globe is a globe, but I guess that's what I was gonna say. I don't know, this is what I did on the other ones too, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just on here. I'm going to go here, get that filled in there. There, that should be good. Yeah, we'll leave that like that. Now, I just say I gotta do the white on the house. Okay, let's get the house in here. So this is going to sit. Let me get the globe. I'm going to figure out where I got to set this one. Let me try this so I don't get that anything where. Probably should give that another coat once it dries. I look at it here. Yeah. I actually don't see much of it. Most of it's covered up. Let me just give it a little bit more and dry it. It won't take much. I do my plate right here. It does. Oops, wrong one. Down. And now I got my blue. I knew I was going to do that. I knew it. Get that out of there. I knew it. A couple drops right there. All right, it's probably going to be covered up. If not, I'll have to put some white there, but we'll see. Let me get it out of the way. I should have known better. I do know better. I just didn't do it. Too messy to do, not expected to do that. Half the time my arm ends up in the paint or something. All right, but what I was saying was there's a cute there is a cute door hanger. Three door hangers I put on there the other day. They're really cute. One is pumpkins. I think it said Hello Fall. And then there was turkey that's cute. And the third one was, oh, it's like wildflower looking. It'd be like cool everyday wreath, door hanger. And then there was also the gnome, the Christmas tree gnome. And him, I just want to paint. I should have done him today. Let's try this again. And then there was one more, I think. I forget what it was. But he's going to be really cute. Did you see him, Kate? Yeah. That Christmas tree one, I only cut him an 11-inch. He's going to need a hanger on the back to hang him, which I have a whole bunch cut. Just got to remember to put him in with the orders. And, but yeah, he's going to be really cute. He's actually got bulbs I didn't take on. I didn't remember to put the bulbs on it when I did the picture. So, let's see where I put this here. Look at my other picture. But there's bulbs that sit on top of the bulbs that are on that Christmas wire. Okay, so this is going to go on here like this. I'm going to glue that on right away. It's going to put it together. Otherwise, keeps coming apart on me. So I'm going to go around the outside here. I'll bring a new bottle up here one of these days. But then today I posted a bunch of words like Santa Claus is coming to town. So there's shelf sitters. There was something else too. I posted that was cute. I did a bunch of cute things. Of course they're cute. I think they're cute if I put them on there. But some I think are cuter than other. But I just cut those last night actually. I'm trying to think what else there was. Oh, there was Tina wanted me to. Tina had seen the. I don't think she's on here. The Frankenstein bride and him and her, and I was going to send them to her. But then when I was cutting for some stuff for her, they didn't have them on sale, so I didn't buy them. So I got them bought, and then I cut them last night. The Frankenstein, but that one's sort of cute too. All right, so this house is going to sit here. It'll just sit, just goes under it a little bit, but because the door frame, let's get that on there. It's going to sit right there. The door frame's got to stay on top. I'll rub that off. That one's here. And I can figure out where to paint this stuff. Okay. Because I want my windows to be, I want it to be white inside anyway. Okay, and then this ends up sitting down here. Let me see how low I want it. Actually, what I did on the other one is I painted this bottom section white. I did blue on the top and white now that I look. So this is going to sit about like this here. I maybe should paint that white. This will show. It's not going to show up very good now. I wasn't thinking. So anyway, it's going to sit about right there. Yep, that looks about right. I'm going to get in the center. I'm going to sort of mark where my windows are going to go. This is going to go down a little bit just till it hits right there. Is that in there right? Probably should mark it. Probably make it a lot easier. And then, okay, let me see. Right there. My husband's home. Just heard him. Let me find my pencil. Let's see what it's doing. Here it is. So, that looks pretty good there. So I'm going to just circle like this and make some marks in here so I know where to go. Actually, I can go all the way outside of these two. So I don't have to worry about. Maybe I'll score this onto the frame to make it a lot easier. But I can just paint all that under there, up in here. Go past that. And the door, I left blue. I didn't bring the door up. That's what I didn't bring up. Okay, so let's paint that white in there. Hopefully I can see it. Some more white. Okay. New brush here, bigger one. Okay. All right. So let me see where my marks are. I think I will score this from now on because it would make it a lot easier. There they are. It'll make it a lot easier. Here. And I don't have to do two. One coat will be enough. I just want some white under there. Here. Oops. Come on. Here. Totally forgot about this. And then I can do right through here. It won't matter. Okay. And let me see. This is all covered up by the house anyway, so let's go a little bit bigger. That should be good there. I got enough room on that side. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, it looks like I'm good there. Okay. So I don't have to be too neat here anyway. I would just put the cutout part back in. Well, okay, all those little windows, you see how little these pieces are in these? I wasn't picking them all back up and putting them in there. I don't care to do that. I would rather paint this than put those pieces in there. Even if you tab them in, still paint in the butt. And they don't always fit right. You'd have to be really careful when you take them out of the window. Make sure you get them back in the same one. Because they don't always fit perfect. I found that out on other things too. So I prefer just to paint the back and not mess with those pieces. There, that should be good. I think that'll be good enough. Just so I got white under there. Yeah, you could tab them, but then you still got to put them back in. Sometimes they don't have these the same. You'll run. I don't know if you'll run into that. They don't have them exactly the same, and it's a pain in the behind. My little, let me get my little gray board here. I'm going to put that on the house. Here. And we're probably going to find that out when I go to put those windows back in. That they're probably not all the same either. I don't know why they do that or what the reason, why they don't keep everything the same. It's beyond, I don't know. Get some glue on this here. But they don't on a lot of stuff. This I'm just going to run across the top here. My seam, if I get it straight there. Doesn't go quite all the way, but it's close. There, okay. Now, and I'm going to put some white paint on the bottom, or that's not going to show up. I'm going to get a roller. It's not going to show up. I wasn't thinking. Turn it. Here's one. A little more paint here. Wasn't thinking. I could have made my ribbon a different color, but we're going to do it the other way. All right. What's up in here? Who are you here, Bella? Your dad down there? So, there's another screw up on mine. I guess I painted the wrong color. And this would be the snow. That's another reason I did it, now that I think about it. Because this is the bottom where it would be snow. Even though it's a snow globe, but... Okay. And a lot of this is covered up too. I like to just score. If I just score the backer, the shape of the house, then you know exactly where to paint it. That's what I like to do. I just duplicate it, make it a little bit smaller, and score it. That's how I like to do it. I think it's a lot easier that way. It helps. Scoring doesn't take that long. Unless it's a ton of scoring, but... Oops. Okay, I'm going to go along that line a little better. Here. Let's see. And then I think it may need a coat. I may have to dry it a little. Yeah, I should really dry it, I guess. Get this up here first. I'll have to dry it to get some more. I can still see the blue. Okay. Can't be that late, is it? 8:30ish? 8 o'clock. No, not bad at all. Where's that bigger brush I had? Here. Yep, right there. This was white paint, I think. Let me see here. This one here. There. Alright. There, let's be better. What's the matter, Bella? She's squeaking. Covered up there, thank goodness. Okay, good. Good enough, I think. Oops. A little bit up there, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna put a little bit under here, seeing I can still do it. That's all there is. 3, yep, okay, good. All right, let's try that. Then we should be about ready to put it together. Still see some there. All right, all right. The paintbrush is all wet again. Still see it. Gonna dry it. here too. Okay, we're gonna leave it. I better. Alright, that looks pretty good now. Alright, so now, go back to the globe. Alright, in the house. We're going to get this house glued on there first, I think. Get some glue again, wipe it off. I could use a Q-tip too, I could do that. There. Let me see. Yeah, I'll let you know on this file. Okay, probably won't be right away, but I'll try to remind. If I don't get back to you, remind me. But yeah, I know I have it. I'm not gonna have. Oh yeah, we'll be okay there. We'll be okay, and I'm gonna have to put the door in there yet because I'm higher there because I painted white where the door is. So I don't want that. The door is gonna be blue. So when I get the door, I will put that on there. And it goes right, this is going to go right up to the bottom of it like that. Just like that. Yep. I'll get that on there too. So, before we do the house anymore. So this I could do glue down here and then around the outside. Here you go. Okay, pat that off a little bit, especially at least around this part, so don't go out on me. Okay, and then you want it to go right up to the bottom of the door here, right in the middle-ish, I think, close to the middle. I think I've got some bigger trees on the right, so left, I mean, but pretty much like that. I think it's pretty good. I'll leave it. Let's get our trees, and we can put these two big ones. They're going to go over here. This one, like this, and this. Oh no, we're going to put the windows in first, actually, because we may not get them in afterwards. Let's see here. We get square one. Let's see if it'll go in either one. I don't want to lose it in there, though, and not get it out. Let's see. Oh, that's not square. I think it's going to go in there. Let's try it. I'm going to get a Q-tip so I can put some on a paper plate here and just take it off of there. That'll be a little easier. Let's sit down here. Okay. Especially these little pieces are hard. I don't want to be full glue myself. Then I take the paint off and everything else, make a mess. All right. Put some on there. Okay. See, that should go in there pretty good, I think. Oops. Nope. Do I have the right one here? There we go. There we go. Okay, there's that one. Okay. There, I'll just get in there. There we go. There we go. Now I get 3 here. Fits in there. Look at my tweezers to get it back out, I guess. My doggy's up here. You guys want to see the size of my dog? Here she is. She just went the other way. Bella. Bailey, where'd you go? Bella, come here. Bailey. Where is she? Right here. Bailey. Bailey, here she is. That's my big dog. She's not so little anymore. How are you? She's big. Husband's door's open and she's come right up. All right. Let's see if this one's going to go in here. Do I have it still back? I don't have you looking in the right spot, do I? What do I have you? Oh, it's zoomed in. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. See that? Oops. What are you doing up here, Bella? Bailey? Where's Dad? I'll bring it down a little bit. So I'm just trying to get these to make sure they're going to fit here. Bailey, what are you doing over there? I think it'll push in there. I don't want to do it and not be able to get it out. Yeah, so she's a big girl. Whoops. Yeah, what do you want? Huh? She just pushes your arm or whatever she wants. Okay, I'll get that one in there. Okay. Let's see if I can get that out. Oh, not too easy. Come on out. There we go. My cat's moved out of her box. She's scared of her enough, but not she's not scared of her, but she don't want her to get her. I'll tell you that, because who wants to be in the dog's mouth? Let's see if that one come out. Yeah. Full slobber. There we go. Yeah, I do too. I mean, I complain about her because she's gonna be naughty. Not like the other ones, but I'd still miss her if I didn't have her. I'd still want one. So I quit complaining about being naughty, but she is naughty. She is naughty. She is very naughty. All right, let's get these top pieces here. It's coming along. It's getting there. Isn't that a cute house, though? She's back up here. She loves to come up here. We keep the door shut, otherwise, if I'm not up here, it's shut. Ooh, make sure maybe that one goes over here. Yep, I think so. There we go. Sounds like he's cooking. Whoops. Good. All right, there we go. But it's a cute, I think it's a really cute house. Cute tip. I don't know. Like I said, I sold a lot of these the first time I made it, when I sold them painted. And I did them just like this, but in different colors. Okay. And we got these little ones up there. Okay. Put them straight in there again. Right there. This one will be for sale too. 6 tucks. Oh, wow. You big ones too. Yes. They're such gentle giants. They really are, the big ones. They're not, most of them are gentle. They don't know their own weight and strength. Go right there. All right, now I'm gonna get my trees. This one and this one first. It's gonna go here like that, and then this one sits over it like that. Yep, just like that. Don't have to go that low. Okay. Right in here. Okay. Now, I said I didn't Mod Podge the top of my paper, but when I seal this sign, it will get sealed. When I seal the whole thing. But I have to have a blue door in there yet. I won't have a blue door now because I threw the door away. I'm going to have to cut a new one. I know I did. I wasn't thinking. And then on this side, we're just going to have one tree. Over here. I wasn't thinking about the door. That one's going to go there. And we got 2 little ones here. Okay. I made these are just a little bit darker, just to be different. Okay. I think it turns out really neat looking though. This little house. I just really liked it. I always did. We'll put this on the top. Okay. So go right here. There. Oops. I'm going to get it level within there. Okay. And then this is the biggest snowflake. Get these bigger ones. Let's see what we got here. We have one. I want the biggest ones first. And I'll put that bottom on too. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. These are the biggest. Now let's put these snowflakes. Put them on first. Oops, here. Okay. Now look at my picture, how I put them all on now. Alright, so I'm going to put I'll just lay them out first so we got them where we want them. 1, 2. This one's going to go in here. And there. And then we have, now wait a minute, I don't want the biggest ones. I'm going to be doing that wrong again. Let me get the next size here. It's this size that I got to save. Okay, I'm doing that wrong. That's why I cut out extras, because I needed some more. Let's see, these. This one goes up here. And then we have this one. And this one, I think. Okay. And then I'm going to have these 4. 1, 2. These 4 here. Yep, I knew I had extra. Is this one bigger? Nope, same size. Okay. I wanted the bigger ones on the outside. You'll see here in a second. The smaller ones inside like that. I'm going to glue those first. But this one here is going to go here. Yeah, that'll be fine. So let's get these glued real quick. A little bit of glue and paper. Put that one in there. Here. That one. Thanks, Renee. Thanks. I always loved this one too. I really did. Yeah, like I said, if I didn't like it a lot, I wouldn't be doing it. But this was one of my favorites too. And I don't know, it just came out so neat. I thought doing the house with the deco paper. I did one, like I said, in blue, and I did one in orange too. The orange one actually turned out really cool. You wouldn't think it would. I had to look and see if I got a picture of the orange one. And I found my blue one. I'll show you a picture here in a minute. Well, it's sort of wet, but you'll be able to see it somewhat. How I did how I originally did it. This is going to go right there. And then, no, this one goes up here. I did that wrong. This one's going up here. Okay. And this one goes there. This one doesn't. Put it right on my glue. There. And then this other one, fairly big. This is the 3 largest snowflakes right here. It's going to go down here. Okay. Like Marina. Renina? Is that right? Renina? Am I closer or not? I'm horrible with names. I mean, I'm really absolutely horrible. So this is going to go here, and these go underneath it like this. Here and here. I could use some more blue paint on there. And here. Sort of like a banner coming off. Like that and that. I need a little more blue on there. Close, huh? I'm horrible with, I always have been. I don't pronunciate words very good. Or anything. I always had speech problems, but the English and writing, and that was never my game. I think I rubbed it off here when I took the paint on the edge. Just give it a little bit there. Those look okay. We'll leave those alone. So this is, I'm going to put a little glue here. And right in the middle here. And then I'll slide those other things underneath that, I think is what I'm going to do. Once I get this set. All right there, I think. Goes up pretty close to it. There. That one's going to go there. About there, I guess. Do I have it about right? I think so. Angle it a little more. Okay. And I'll put some glue on here. Just say the last part of Marina. Oh, blah, shoot. I'm looking at the screen. Not paying attention. So it's last part of Marina. Rena. So it would be Rena. Okay, gotcha. Put my fingers together too. Gotcha. Rena. Now I gotta remember that. Come come down more. You can angle this any way you want, any direction. However you want. Side. Rena. Okay. All right. Good. So my Renee or Rena, my first guesses weren't even close. Okay. I know it looked like Renee, but Rena. Gotcha. Perfect. Now I know. I ain't gonna guarantee I'm gonna say it right every time, though. I'll try. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna glue on. I should have put. Let me see. Does that come out yet? Yes, it does. I'm gonna put some glue right on here too, so that will glue onto this board here. Slide it back in there. I'll do the same to the other side if I can here in a minute. Nope, that one's glued, but I can glue this here down. Let me see here. And then that'll stay stuck better too. I got too much. Give me a Q-tip. Yeah. There, get that in there so it doesn't come out. There we go. Now I'm going to hold it there. And then we got the little bowl we painted wherever I put. I see it. Yep. Almost there. This bowl here is going to go up here. More like that. And we have Happy Holidays. Right here. Let's see how we're going to put those. Happy. Like that, I think. And the bowl can go a little higher. Sort of. Just like that, I think. How does that look? That looks pretty okay. Holidays. You don't really have them curved real good, but this is probably when people, no, it wasn't when they first started making them, but something like that. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get a little more glue. Thank you. I love it 2K. Like I said, when I seen my picture of this, I'll show you the picture of my original. I couldn't help but do it. And these were a hot item for me. I sold lots of these. They take quite a, I mean, there's enough layers here that they take a little bit more to cut out too, but I don't care. I like it. But then I fill that whole globe in with all these little pieces when I cut it. So I don't waste all that too. Oh, is that where I want it? I think so. And it's even that white on the background just adds a little bit like snowish is what I wanted. Look. Wintry. It's not much, but it just added a little. All right. Holidays here. Something like that. Let's see. This is one of the first files I bought. Actually, for the laser, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I would have had the laser because I cut this with the laser. So I'm sure I must have cut my paper with it then. But I think it was one of the first, it was the first Christmas season I made them. Because that was about the only Christmas season I painted them for people. And this is going to be up high enough so it doesn't hit the holidays. Right about in there, I think. Be good. I got extra snowflakes. I could put them on here. Would probably be cute. Now that I got them. How do those look on there? Let me see. Once my hands move off the screen. I think so. I think I'll do that. Throw them on there. But I better not. I'll glue them on later. I don't want to glue them when I take the picture because they won't be there. Unless I remember to go add them. And I probably won't remember to. So I probably won't put those on there. Maybe I will. Oh, I know what I forgot. Those aren't extra, you guys. Those are, these, we need these on yet. That's what I forgot. Hold on. We're going to put these on yet. Cheapers. I have extras, but that wasn't them. I need these for it. The other end here. Yeah, we're not quite done. Okay, this one we're going to put over here. I think we'll go here. And then one of these. More glue. Okay. Here. What was I thinking? And this one's going to go about right up in here. I think I kept them all in the gray. Here. And then put this one. Yeah, I wasn't thinking at all. We'll put bolt further here. Oops. Now we'll be done, you guys. Then we're done. This one, I'm going to go over here. I'll get that one. We'll go this side. So I did them opposite of the other side. I'm going to show you my picture here before I lift you guys up too, because you won't be able to see it as good once I get them higher, because I'm further away. And I spilled my water on the way up here on it. So it's a little bit of a, it's got spots on it. But you can see, here's my original one. You can see the orange one behind it. But see how you can see these boards through here? I didn't paint them. And I could paint it gray or something, but I think I like it solid better than apart. But if you see, I had sort of a snowflake pattern on that house. And then I did the trees, the front ones by the door in like a plaid. A light blue and dark blue, same color blue plaid. And then the trees had just a little pattern on. I didn't do them green like I did these. I made it all the same color, which I think it looked cute. I did the same with the orange one. You can sort of see the orange peachy one back there. But they turned out cute. So that was my original one. But this one had the gaps in that I got rid of. I wasn't caring for I didn't like seeing that board. It's not, you can't hide that board behind your house here, because there's just got too much. There's too much. I'm going to pick this up real quick. This stuff out of here. You can't hide it good enough behind there. There's not enough coverage. All right, I'll aim you guys up here. My kitty here. Look at my kitty. Oops, hold on. Look at her sit here. Bella, Bella. Well, she was sitting here watching over the top of it. Bella, Bella, Bella. No, she don't want to. All right, I'll even jump. She was sitting there watching me. It was sort of funny. My lovely mess here. There, it's aimed upward yet. I got a mess up here. I really got to somehow get up here and start doing some cleaning. All right, so here it is. So this is the 18th inch. It's not actually 18 inch around, but it goes from top to bottom. It's 18. Cute though. Isn't it cute? I always liked it. I thought it was just a pretty sign. And like I said, you wouldn't have to decoupage the house like I did, but I do like the look. I like getting patterns of some things once in a while. So there it is. But I'm going to put a door in there too. The room is still there. I take my blue downstairs, as a matter of fact, if I'm thinking of it, because I got to do that before I take a picture. And this one is already, no, it's not. No, it's not listed. I'll get it listed soon. You like the green trees better? Yeah, I sort of do too. I do too. Thanks. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here and get downstairs, see what he's making us for supper. I doubt it. And we will see you guys on Friday. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll try to put a post on my page when I get this listed. But there's some other cute stuff too I got listed. I'm trying to add new stuff almost every day again. And I've got enough to do that. So, all right. Thanks, Kay. Thanks. Yeah. Send me a message if I forget. I'll try to, but I'll probably get sidetracked when I get downstairs right away. And I'll try to look and I'll find out who made this one. See if they're still on there. But I don't know if they are. I really don't. Because I don't see anything from her anymore. So, all right. You guys have a great evening. And we'll see you Friday. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun, you guys. Again, I always enjoy this time. So, we'll see you Friday night. Have a great week.